Frank Rose, because I know many of you, when it initially came out, were like, oh, you heard like the rumor mill started. It's like, it's not going to be compatible with all the stuff that we're buying in the marketplace and all that. It's not compatible. I said to several of you, I'm like, don't worry, I'm going to guarantee the stuff's going to be compatible. No, everybody's saying it's not going to be compatible. We buy stuff now, it's not going to be compatible. Let's just wait, because this was like the first day that the announcement came out with the trailer. I'm like, you know how much crap a Sobel would get from not only all their customers if they didn't make it backwards compatible, but also the fact of like all the developers and just all of us like paying all this and this, they're going to really kill themselves because nobody's going to want to buy content. I'm like, look, that is a poor business model. I mean, has it happened before with some other companies? Yes, but Microsoft has never really done that. You know, I mean, when you looked at like FS98 in 2000, 2002, 2004, FS10, all this stuff was backwards compatible. We're like, okay, the code has always been pretty much the same. They're not gonna, if they do a new model or something, they're not gonna change all the base code. It's gonna be compatible. Trust me. And I told several of you this in private. I'm like, trust me. And then I know Shane put a video out maybe the next day or 2 days later and confirmed that, yeah, the content's going to, and I looked up in the FS Elite and some other sources and the MSFS forums, like, yeah, it's going to be compatible. So Microsoft was quick to respond on that. I actually think it's a good thing. Let's move forward. Let's not be X-Plane. Let's not keep with the same old architecture. Let's keep advancing, improving it. I love the career mode stuff, the new special effects. And you know what? They're doing it for money. I mean, of course they're in the business to make money. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with buying a new simulator. But what I hope, but see, I didn't buy it I have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Okay, I might be getting in hot water with some of you. I see some responses now. I would have to believe they're going to allow 2020 to continue. You got to keep the 2020 version for those that are out there. Give the 2024 for those that have Game Pass Ultimate, like I have. I didn't buy the simulator, by the way, but I've spent thousands of dollars on content, like a lot of you. I say let's go forward. Let's say, hey, you know what? Fine. You want another $90 or $60? I mean, there should be an upgrade charge fee maybe for those of you that bought it and you don't have Game Pass Ultimate, or maybe you do have Game Pass Ultimate, but you did the upgrade because you wanted the extra airports and airplanes and everything like that. And that's cool. That's fine. But I say let's keep moving forward. I love the fact that they continue to develop, enhance, and just break ground with this thing. So sorry, I didn't mean to get on my soapbox about it, but I'm gonna defend it a little bit because I want us to continue to have better experience, improvement. But I do get it for some of you that, you know, not all of us have. You know, some of us are strapped for cash, and even buying like a $5 add-on is a lot. But it's going to be compatible. But what I hope is you can continue to use 2020. Responding, okay, Sim has always improved in about 4 years is normal. Exactly that guy. I mean, you know what? Remember back to like 98 or even 95. Microsoft was making us buy new versions of the product every 2 years. 3 years or 2 years, because we had 95, then we had 98, then we had 2000. I've been doing this for a long time. Some of you that have been with me, I've been doing a flight simming since I was a child. So, you know, we had 95, 98, 2000, 2002, 2004, and then we had FS10. But that guy, you're right. So it's been like every 2 years. But I mean, this is 4 years. I'm okay with it. If they're improving it, I'm okay with it. I am. I'm sorry. I'm okay. Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm okay with it as long as Microsoft allows all of us that want to stay on 2020, that bought all the stuff, to stay on it. But the stuff is going to be compatible, friends. Don't worry about that. They already stated that. Now, they said the stuff that's out there now is going to be compatible. The only thing I think that might be a little, like, I might be a little concerned with is, like, the PMDG here, right? Because it's so, I mean, Asobo's already had this problem with developers where they even do, like, you know, with the sim update 9 to 10 to 11 to 12, and the developers are like, hold on, then stuff breaks even with this. So I got to imagine that the developers are going, especially for aircraft and maybe some of the utility things, they're gonna have to do some code changes and updates, right? But you'd think they would. I love that they're gonna have a career mode. I think that's pretty unique. And for a gunner, I hear the Cam Air 480 is good to go. See? There you go. We have a developer in here, friends, that's going to back me on this. But I realized that, like, when it just came out, everybody's like, it's not going to be compatible, and all this. Everybody goes, half glass empty, right? Half glass empty. Is that how it is? No, I said that wrong. glass half empty. Everybody's like, glass half empty. It's all this stuff we spent all the money, and everybody's jumping to conclusions and freaking out. And I'm just like, everybody just let it be for a few days, and I'm sure it's going to be fine. And I want to keep going. I think we need to keep going, make the simulator better. If they want to make money from it, okay, fine. That's what they're in the business for. If we get a better product and they still allow some of us that don't have a lot of money to continue to use 2020, fine. I'm good with it. I think it's a good business model, and I want us to forge ahead because this is amazing stuff. And then the next, can you imagine what this is going to be like when we're here 5 years from now or 10 years from now, God willing? What are we going to see in those days, friends? It's going to be absolutely mind-blowing.